Hello, I'd like to introduce you to two of my Angora rabbits. One of them, this one is April. She is a French Angora. They're both French Angoras. And she is an agouti. And agouti is a type of hair pattern that derives from the original wild rabbit. She has white eye rings, and she has a white colored underside. Those are marks of the agouti. And she is fawn, so she's the original agouti has black hair with tan. So now this other, her friend here, is also a French Angora, and her name is Bianca. She is a red-eyed white, and the red-eyed white is an albino. The albino rabbit is a mutant that first showed up several centuries ago. And usually mutants are not desirable, and they die out in a generation or two because they're usually not healthy or there's something wrong with them. But anyway, this was considered to be a good mutant because they could dye the hair. She is called a red-eyed white, and this is Bianca. So I'm going to talk about grooming. I groom only when I pluck the rabbit, which is every 2 to 3 months. And otherwise, the rabbit himself or herself does her own grooming. They're like cats in that they like to keep themselves clean. And if they are healthy, they will do that. They're very conscientious about that. So I just took them in from outside, and I didn't do anything in the way of making them look prettier, but we'll do the grooming now and show you what we do. All right, first of all, you want to make sure that you have on some old clothes, because you can't be sure that the rabbit won't decide to give you a bite, maybe. I have some jeans that have holes in them because of bites, and I always have a towel on my lap, and you can see here that the towel has been bitten a few times. Once in a while, the rabbit gets a little bit nervous, I think, because it's on your lap, or maybe it just wants to tell you that it's doing to you what you do to them. So, my tools for grooming. The main ones, other than the towel that I put on my lap, are a metal brush called a curry comb sometimes, and a metal comb. Now this one has lost a number of teeth, but this was always my favorite. And for the large mats or stuff that requires a bit more heft in order to get out, that these wide-spaced ones are better. So, first of all, it's a good idea to, now they look, first of all, to back up a little bit, just to look at her, it doesn't look like there's any mats or tangles or anything in her hair that you'd want to remove. But once you get in there, you realize that there's stuff that needs to be removed before you can start plucking or clipping the hair. her hair is ready to be plucked now. The outer coat is loose, and you can see here, just by taking a little bit, that it is ready. It should be about 2.5 to 3 inches long, and if it doesn't pull out, it's easily, it's not ready, even if it is that long. Now I am removing some mats. You tend to find them right around the movement of the neck in the back. And wherever the rabbit moves, at the joints and so on, you'll expect to find some mats. And if you've got 2 rabbits together in a cage or more, in community settings, you're probably going to have more mats because they don't always get along. And maybe they just like to play, I don't know. These mats I save, and I use those for cat toys. I card them, and they are perfect then for that kind of thing. I'll cover cat toys much later on in the book. Now what I'm doing, I am cleaning up the